Hello student, this is KK Bhatt here. Dear student, today I am here with the topic of origin and spread of Sufism. Dear students, this lesson belongs to history, chapter 8, religious belief and popular movements. Dear students, you have read in the class that there are many social reformers among us in Sanatana religion who just give the morality and try to change the society. There are many things by which our society is being complicated, and no one know which way is righteous to create a revolution among the societies. The sages time to times came among us by their song, by their poem. They tried to change the mental status of the societies. For example, you know well that Kabir, Rahim and so on many. They always try to change the mentality of the human, or we can say that they always try to teach the lesson of humanity among the society. They also try to make intermingle the societies. They do not like differences among the religions, same as in Islam. You know well Islam. There are many Sufis, or we can say sages, who just try to spread the spiritual values of Islam among the society. So what they do? They just make a way. On this way, they can connect with them to the God or Allah. That is why they started to sing a song. They started to give messages, spirituality of life, so that the people who live in darker life can enlighten and understand the real path, the real way on which they can reach to the God. So you can understand that Sufism that play a very important role to change the society. There are many Sufis who just give a righteous way and try to keep them in right way, so that the complication which sit in the society, which sit in the mind of the societies, he just want to remove those complicated things and make and give a easy or plain way, so that the everyone connected with Allah, with God. Now see here that a large number of Sufis from Central Asia settled down in India from the 11th centuries onward. You know well that there are many Sufis. Before the century of 11th, they lived in the Central Asia, which we call Uzbekistan, as so on many. But in 11th century, the establishment of the Delhi Sultanate and several major Sufi centers across the subcontinent gave an impetus to the Sufis movement in India. When Muslim ruler ruled over the Delhi, at that moment, the Sufis who lived in Central Asia, they came to India and spread the spiritual knowledge, which we call Sufism, among the people of our countries. The linguist origin of the word Sufi may be traced to either Safa, which means purity, or Saf, which means to the coarse woolen garments, Sufi mystics. Or we can say that Sufi is just we say like bhakti. Just we say like bhakti. In Hindu religion, we pray to God and say that is a bhakti. As same as there is also a purity, a way a Sufi may be traced to either Safa, which means purity. They also through their song, they just remember to the God and pray to God and give the importance of meditation so that people live a very simple and happy life. Sufi philosophy was basically Islamic. You know, Sufi philosophy was basically Islamic. Although it included new ideas and religious practice such as penance, Sufi often rejected the elaborated rituals and codes of behavior. The simplified rituals of worship into collective prayers. They believe in collective prayers. That is why you can see in masjid there are many people who who were the followers of who are the followers of Islam. They were gathered there and pray to God in group. The simplicity rituals of worship into collective prayer. They were deeply religious and led a simple life, stressing self-discipline. Were too religious. That is why they want to change the mentality of the people. They want that people must know the values of Allah and change themselves like that. They were deeply religious and led a simple life, stressing self-discipline. Sufis believed that the heart could be retrained to look at the world in a different way. They developed elaborated method of training using jikra, matlab jikr, chanting of a name, contemplation, singing, musical recitations were called sama, dancing, discussing of parable, and breath control under the guidance of a master or peer, who was the main religious teacher. These are the main religious teacher who give the moral teaching among the people. The devotional song of Sufis are the Qawwali, continued to be extremely popular. I think you well known about the Qawwali. Qawwali is also very famous among the people. They that song they just regard the regard the gods or Allah. Now see here, Pir who was the main religious teacher. The devotion song of Sufis or the Qawwali continued to be extremely popular. The disciple was called Murid. The disciple of the Guru were called Mir and the disciple was called Murid. And both the Pir and his disciple lived together in the Kankhas. That started as a kind of rest house for travelers but came resemble a monastic establishment. When the head of the Kanka died, his grave and dargah become a pilgrim center. I hope it is clear to all. You understand well what is Sufism and what is Sufi. Uh, in the next video, I will explain more about this topic. Thank you to watch my video.